Warren Bennis once said that the factor of the future will only have two employees, a man and a dog. The man will be there to feed the dog will be there to keep the man from touching the equipment. What's up, my fellow traders? My name is Bruno FxMagnet. I am a professional Forex trader and a digital entrepreneur. Let me talk about 4 economic ages of humanity. From generations to generations of human history until the world of today, there are 4 economic ages of humanity. The first one is the hunters and gatherers ages. During this period, our ancestors found themselves in this world. They started to learn to survive by hunting other animals and gathering of natural crops in order to survive. Alright? During this period, nature provided the food for human. Tribes followed the herds or gathered the food. If you knew how to hunt and to gather food, you survived. Those who didn't know how to hunt and to gather food, life was hard for them. Socio-economically, everyone was poor. They lived in cave like other animals. The chief didn't have a higher standard of living than the rest of the tribe. He could eat fast and had more wives, but basically, cave was a cave. Alright? In terms of money, there was only one class of people. Everyone had an incredible class of being poor. Human beings survived in these ages too many years. Part 2 is Agrarian Ages. In these ages, human beings found that it's not easy to survive every day by running after other animals. In order to hunt them, they learned how they can catch those animals and then domesticate them. Once humans learned how to plant seeds and domesticate animals, the land became the wealth. Kings and queens owned the land, and everyone else worked on that land have had to pay taxes to the royals. That is why real estate strictly translated from royal estate. For food, they learned how to collect crops they can eat and then look good soil where they can plant them and produce them. Right? During this period is where people stopped to go into forest to hunt other animals and crops. They started to live in the fertile area where they can grow crops and raise animals. Those who are nomadic are those who wanted to feed their cattle. During this period is where people started to invent some crafts that were helped them for hunting, protection, tillage, and many other crafts. They started to eat cooked food, making hoes, making arrows, and building shelters. With the advent of domesticated animals, the royals rode horses and the peasants walked. That is why the word peasant is a derivative of many words broadly meaning on the land and on foot. Peasants owned nothing. Socio-economically, there are 2 groups, the rich and the peasants. Alright, let me talk about part 3 of human age economy. Part 3 is the industrial ages. During this period, that creativity, curiosity, exploring and invention of human beings started to grow bigger. The invention of machines took place. People invented the machines and light bulb. They started to make vehicles and then the technology took place. Alright, this period started around 1492 when Christopher Columbus and the other explorers went in search of trade routes, land and resources. This is when the industrial ages really began. During this period is where modern roads and schools started to be built. processing of products, and the invention of money took place. Global businesses started to grow bigger. At this time, natural resources that are required in industries became assets. Alright? This is where we find American business magnates like John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, and many others. In these industrial ages, natural resources such as oil, copper, tin, gold, rubber were worse. In the Agrarian Age, land had to be fertile and able to grow crops or raise animals. In the industrial ages, non-agricultural lands became more valuable because they contained natural resources. Alright? For example, Henry Ford built his auto plant in Detroit because he could buy large land of rocky and fertile and non-agricultural lands on a good price. Today, industrial use land has a higher value than agricultural land. Socio-economically, a new class called the middle class emerged. During this period, we have three groups of people: the rich, the middle class, and the poor. Right? Part 4 is information ages. These ages officially started with the invention of internet and digital computers. This period started at 1971. Everything started to run electronically. The whole world in human history became connected ever. New era of business took place. Everything started to run online. The world of softwares took place. Because of power of internet and computer, now the world is like a village. You can cross the world in 1 minute. In these information ages, information leveraged by technology is worse. In other words, the price of getting rich has gone down. For the first time in history, wealth is available, affordable, and abundant for everyone, regardless of where he or she lives. During this period is where we find super rich people like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, and Sergey Brin, Larry Ellison, Elon Musk, and many others. Alright? There, the super rich can derive their wealth from any era, but at the same time, there are people who are perishing because of inadequate information. Millions of people are now struggling financially because they continue to operate with the hunter-gatherer, agrarian, or industrial ages ideas. The widening gap between the super rich and everyone else is made by information. The good news is that information is abundant and free. Today, it's relatively easy for a person, even the very poor or the young, to go from nothing to super rich without much money. To be rich today, you do not have to be a conqueror or to sail to a foreign lands and robbing the resources of indigenous people who live there. You do not need to raise millions of dollars in the stock market to build a car factory or employ thousands of workers. The information are very inexpensive. Computer can transport you from poor to super rich while you are sitting at your home. All it takes is the right information. Socio-economically, there are now 4 groups of people: the poor, middle class, rich, and the super rich people. Look at all of these billionaire brands. Amazon has almost no stores, Uber owns almost no cars, Facebook creates no content, Alibaba has no inventory, Airbnb owns no real estate, Netflix is not a TV channel, Tinder requires no marriage, fiat currencies are backed by no gold, Bitcoin has no physical coins. How the internet has changed life. That's the leverage of technologies. Alright? Guys, let me tell you something in a few simple words. If you follow the path that your parents followed, you will never ever become rich, because a lot of the wealth creation methods you are going to hear from other people simply don't work anymore. You need modern ways to make money. You need modern wealth creation. My name is Bruno FxMagnet. I am a professional Forex trader and a digital entrepreneur.
If you find this lesson helpful, be sure to like it, subscribe, and share it to your friend who need it. See you next time.